Okay, Sagittarius, so if you've seen your channeled messages that are just been before this, Justin, Justice, you could be dealing with a Libra, or Justin, Julian, Jason, Justin, Jasmine, okay, Jackie, Julian, Jackie, anybody beginning with J, Jackie Brown, okay, but like someone that could be on heroin or something like that, I don't know, that's what we would call it in the UK, or some sort of like drug dealing or something like that, or dodgy dealing, or the name Dodge, or Roger, okay, Roger Rabbit, or Roger. But like, yeah, if you haven't seen my channel before, I channel messages all over the place, but there is an actual section that is not, it's called Not a Tarot Reading, and it will give you channel messages. And there's a lot of confusion here, and I have to be very careful, but I feel that some of you, like, you've scared a fish off, like something to do with a bake-off, Great British Bake-Off, or some of you like watching Great British Bake-Off, or like the name Baker, or Sam, it could be involved as well. But like, just like some of you keep saying J's, Justin, Julian, Jason, Justin, Jasmine, J's, Jackie, Julian, anybody that's like Jeremy, okay, Jack, Jackson, Jackie, Jackson, but like loads of J's all over the place, okay, in this reading. And I keep hearing that some of you have scared a fish off, okay, but it feels like, okay, like let's have a standoff. Okay, so like a fight, and let's fight about it. Because what you've got in your channel stuff is pretty much what's in this reading also, is someone that's instigating energies to push people's buttons to make them very aggressive. But the aggressive person is pushing people's buttons to make them aggressive, and it's stirring up this hysteria of around like Hitler. Okay, I'm just putting that one out there. Is stirring up a lot of hysteria and stirring up a lot of crap, and someone, I don't know, stirring up energies. And this has come out for a while, someone that's talking smack, talking shit. It came out hugely in a Gemini / Capricorn reading, but those energies are of the same. They are sixes, okay? So if you haven't seen the channel before, there are a load of videos before. You could be dealing with Scorpio / Aries. But when I do that, if you don't know why I do that and why I say that these star signs, it's because you'll need to watch all the videos that are provided that explain to you about numerology. Numerology placements do not have to be life path. They can, but you can add your life path up and a person's life path up, come up with a number, and then it's that number that you want to look for, that third number. Okay, it doesn't have to be a 3. Okay, it's just adding this one up and adding this one up and see what you come up with. Reduce it down to a number between 1 and 9, basically. Okay, and then come up with your number. What that number is, that is your reading that you can watch, that is relating to a major arcana card. That's your major happenings. Major, but like that'll be your sergeant major type, sort of like polar kind of karma debt number. Okay, so just look out for those. Okay, but then because of the numerology, you can look for people's placements. It doesn't matter. So your energy is a lot of confusion, if I'm honest, and I've got to be very careful around your energy, because I'm feeling a lot of negativity, a lot of negative relatives, like mothers, fathers, brothers, siblings, like negative relatives. Like you might even be a person of these relatives and you're like, man, my mother and father are like batshit crazy, or like this person's lost their mind slightly, or anything. I mean, you could be thinking anything yourselves. It's up to you what you think, but like what you think about it is 5. There's a lot of 5. There's a lot of Taurus / or Sagittarius / Taurus people involved. Okay, so I'm picking up big beef between like Sagittarius / Taurus energies of 5 that's involving Leo / Aquarius. Okay, so if you haven't seen this channel before, you're going to find me very complex. Okay, so let's see. So yeah, you see Sagittarius. So what we're going to look at is you and them. Okay, so what's going on with you, Sagittarius, at the moment, okay, with yourselves, okay, is a lot of defensive energies of someone that's come at you, that's offended you, and you've offended the other person by the response. Somebody caused and poked the finger and prodded someone. This is where it's very strange when I do tarot readings, because I obviously catch up with the tarot readings as I go, and as I go, my life and other people's life starts to happen as I'm going through the 12 signs. Okay, this came up very big in another reading. Okay, I can't remember which one, but it was about someone pointing a finger and prodding at someone, telling them that they're not doing right. Okay, you're not done this right, you're not doing that right, listen, you're not doing that right, I need to pull you up on that and say that you're not doing that right. And there's this thing as well, Stephen King or something, but like, there's this thing that you're not doing right either. Okay, you're not doing that right. Okay, and pointing out loads of problems with a person. Like, analysing situations and pointing them out and making people feel, okay, hold on a minute, I just need to pull you up on this and make you know and make you fully aware that this is wrong, that's wrong also, and that's wrong. Okay, and then what you have is that you've got a response from somebody. But the longer that you haven't responded, the more this person is physically getting wound up with or for this person, but you've got a 7. So you've got like a life path 7, a number that adds to 7, or a Cancerian, okay? But there's a lot of problems with and around this person in general. Jen, Julian, Jason, Justin, Jasmine, Jackie, Julian, Jack, right? But like, you know, really, really, really took an offence to what someone said, but someone provoked that response. They got something that they didn't like, right? So normally when you've got an instigator of what happened in your channeled stuff, somebody's basically pointed the finger at somebody, okay, because they've blamed them and told them the other person's now said something that's offended the person. Now they've took it personally. So they're now probably gone where you have probably now started to not speak to one another, okay, and you're now building up the energy to do exactly the same thing probably next month, okay. Your reading is probably going to be the same next month, okay, because it's whoever that is that you're definitely living with, definitely living with, okay, because that's 1 in 7. So this can also be around, like I said, your house, your home, the tower kind of energy, okay. Someone that can be very explosive. It's just like lighting a candle at them, and then the moment they do, they come out like a wrecking / Taurus, Sagittarius, like a wrecking ball, and they just like ruin it, okay. The moment you speak, they open the person up, they ruin the fact that somebody has now actually learned, okay, so all this time you've been wanting me to open up to you and start to speak, and when I do, and I suddenly start to speak to you and I don't come to be shouted and screamed at. So if you're living with a person, okay, and they enter the twilight zone and you come into this person's vicinity of energy, okay, and they have a go at you about something, the other person, all you're teaching them is to close down even more, okay, and then to provoke a response. This person then, when they respond, the person on the other end of the scale, because this is 2 sides, okay, so you've got Libra energy, or 2, okay, but like on the other end of the scale, this person then closes down emotionally, and they are taught to close down, open up, close down, open up, close down, open up, close down, open up. And this might be happening around someone's business. Okay, your business might be really struggling at the moment around opening and then closing and opening and closing. Your chakras are being affected by a person that's causing you to open and close up, open, close, open, like an open, close case. Some of you could be on a suitcase and you had plans to go on holiday, but then you realise that you can't. You've had plans in order to go to work or something like that, but then the shop closes down. Or a machine, okay, it's something to do with a machine. That came up in another reading somewhere about a machine. Someone's waiting on it and they start to use this machine and then it stops, okay. So if you work on a production line, because that came up and it was to do around Leo / Aquarius 8, okay. There was a production line of something that was to do with around, okay, we're buying and selling merchandise, and it was to do with Libra. It's coming out through this reading. Selling, buying merchandise, all that kind of thing. And the production line of something stops, and it stops working. Okay, and somebody's searching for something that they can't find, which means they've lost something. They've lost a person, but they've also lost something. And it's like, and it came up in another reading where it was around the lost and found. Okay, so somebody's approaching to try and find something in the lost and found. So like a sweater or a t-shirt or something that may be in the lost and found, okay? And I was going through the energy of like trying to find a magnet, or like something that was being hovered over ground in order to try and see what's underground. This could be London, okay? It could be Wimbledon Free, the London, okay? Someone from the UK or something like that, but like trying to find something underground. And it was to do with around... music, Death Records, okay, Tupac None, okay, the Nun, something to do with ghetto, in the ghetto, some of you are eating a lot of ghetto and you're trying to diet or something like that, or it's in the ghetto, right, it's in the ghetto, so some of you, it's related to like America's Most Wanted, which is like, it's a very nice place to visit, but I don't think I would want to stay around you very long. Okay, so it's kind of like this, oh, I don't really know what to do or what to say in front of you. Okay, so it's like a very nervous feeling of like, man, I don't know what to reckon of this, you know, unless you're listening to a wrecking ball or, what do you call it, The Reckoning, the name Tom, or Tom York, and you're listening to I'm also hearing something fishes that he does on the same song, so you really could be dealing with the Pisces. But weird fishes. The fishes are weird. Go fishes. Any of you out there also fish. Go fish. Go fish. So like I'm a fish. But like yeah, go fish. Some of you are on go poff. Poff. I'm gonna go fishing. Well, like I'm also hearing fishing for a dream, which would be touring breaks. Any of you out there are avid, David, Avon, Davin, Devon, Evan, Steven, Devil, Dan. Okay, but Dan Doon also. But like yeah, avid touring breaks. So you really could be dealing with a Cancerian. For a lot of you, a 7. Okay, but touring breaks. The red carpet mile. Okay, the green mile, or the red carpet mile, or somebody called Green. Somebody green. Okay. But it's very difficult in order to work with this person at the moment. If their name anyway relates to a G, okay, a G, but like a G. But like something to do with around Gavin and Stacey. I'm hearing Stacey or Gavin, okay. But I'm also hearing Avid Marion, someone that's ginger, because Avid Marion, if any of you watched, which was Bar Selector, which is Michael Jackson. So something to do with Jacksonville, Jackie, but like, or Jacksonville, Australia, or something like that. Okay, but I'm hearing, what's for tea? Slapping shit. Jackie. But like, yeah, someone's took an offence. Anyway, come out of the unnecessarily. Siri? Oh no, don't say anything. Somebody keeps asking their phone. Listen, Siri. I use my Siri all the time. Do you know how? To spell. Because I'm dyslexic. Believe it or not, I'm dyslexic. It's very difficult being dyslexic. But yeah, I also ask spell checker all the time. So something like, I just need to check up on you, just see if you're okay. So what are you going for, a checkup? Some of you may be going to the hospital, or it's something to do around needing to go for a checkup at the doctor's, hospital, dentist. You work at a dentist or something like that, but you go for a checkup. Okay. Also mental health. Also, some of you work for the mental health or something. Okay, that might be why your channel messages came through with a lot of control. Okay. Well, like general reading, somebody's took an offence to what somebody said. They don't like it. This is where I get so much beef in my life, because I speak out my mouth, not out my arsehole. Okay, and when I do, people don't like what you say. Okay. So yeah, someone that speaks the truth, some people that don't like it, fuck off. You know, that's pretty much my way. If you don't like it, then why the fuck are you here? Okay, sorry, I'm not saying to you Sagittarius, but that is my approach to life. If you don't fucking like it, bruv, then why the fuck are you here? Right? Well, it's probably because I live here. You know, it's coming up that you live in this circumstance, right? The circumstance is where you live. It's there, right? So there's a lot of like someone, hi honey, I'm home. Really? I have to like creep around you again? Creep? I'm hearing creep. Man, Tom York, man, because I'm a creep. I'm a weirdo. Some of you could be a weirdo or a widow. Hands up if you're a weirdo or a widow. Okay, someone could be a widow spider, arachnophobia, have a phobia of spiders, or arachnid. Okay, arachnet. Some of you could be Jen, but like Gen coin. Okay, or you're like arachnid. So has anybody ever, again, if you're watching for a very good show to watch on Netflix, watch Starting Up. It was 2018 that it started. They're not making any more. And I'm just telling you that season 3, if you've ever watched it, season 3 cuts off and they never made any more, and it's so annoying. But like, I'm hearing arachnet. Okay, arachnet. So that might be where it's to do with Bitcoin. Okay, so come out the show if you've not watched it, don't worry about it. But like Gencoin. Okay, like making investments into Bitcoin, Gencoin, and someone's lost everything or lost someone's money. Okay, and they're kind of like, man, I've taken offence to that. You ripped me off. Someone's worried about what they've bought from a person, that they're being ripped off. It's kind of like buying something and it comes in the DBS, and then like the DBS have like smashed it and crushed it and everything else. And man, that just turned up in bits. That's not what I paid for. Like, that's what I'm hearing, is that someone ordered something online and it turns up and it's been smashed. And they're like, buy hash, get smashed. Or someone is smoking weed or dope and they're paranoid to shit, maybe. I don't know. But like, I keep hearing that this, like DBS, okay? or DBD or something like that, or whatever you call a thing that turns up, okay? And it turns up and it's smashed, and you're like, well, that's fucking absolute rip-off. That's what I'm hearing. So someone's very annoyed the fact that they bought something and they got ripped off by it. They're like, man, you're just ripping things off. Okay, you're ripping it off. You're ripping things off. Okay, so I don't know why I keep picking up that somebody's bought something, they've ordered it, and then it breaks. As soon as they've ordered it, it's broke. Okay, or like it's like a scratched record. It's just going over the same old ground. Okay. I'm also hearing, you're grounded. I'm trying to ground myself. I've probably really annoyed people by letting people know that when you meditate, you ain't going to move the planet. Meditation will help you physically just kind of like relax a little bit. But meditation is not going to move that planet out of the way. Okay, it'll help you. Trust me, I listen to meditation now and again. Okay, but trust me, it soon closes me straight back up when that planet is in the way. Okay, I've probably also annoyed people around the salt stuff and stuff like that or whatever. Trevor, I keep hearing Trevor, or salt and battery. Some of you are possibly having to go to a like I said, something to assault battery to court and stuff like that. You have to go to court because of assault and battery or something to do with salt. Someone's probably really took an offence to me saying about salt. Okay, I'm sorry if y'all guys sell salt and stuff like that, man, but really, just go to the shop and buy a load of salt, right? It's just real cheap. You know, you can go to, like, if you want to buy salt and Himalayan salt and bath salts, you know, you don't have to buy it from someone that's spiritual. You know, you can just go to the shop, buy a load of salt for like £1, do that, right, if that's what you want to do. But like I don't know, someone's probably took an offence to that. I mean, it's like I said in the last reading, man, if it is that, you can do what you like. I mean, I don't mind, you know, I don't mind. I'm just picking up messages for you. This is where I can get a lot of blame. I'm just picking up messages for you, okay? But yeah, just, you know, whatever you want to do it. You know, whatever you want to do it. But that's what I am hearing through channeling through your card. It's like, bruv, you do you, I'll do me. Right? You do whatever you want to do. I don't mind. I ain't trying to control you. I ain't trying to speak to you. I don't want to speak to you. I don't want to know. Okay. And do you know what love is? Yes, of course I do. Well, I don't. So leave me alone. Man, just leave me alone. Right. Leave me alone. Someone keeps forcing someone to close down, and when they do, they blame them for it. That's what I'm saying. I'm going to force you to close. I'm going to force you to shut up. I'm going to force you to do this. And I'm going to make your job feel very goddamn uncomfortable because we don't like what you say. And this is what poor Natalie goes through also on her channel. Okay, as well. Any of you know Natalie? She goes through the same thing as I do. We have the same placements, roughly. Okay, Alchemy and you. But yeah, we have kind of the same placements, but I have a Gemini moon. What am I doing? Sagittarius. There you go. She probably has a Sagittarius moon, I think, right? But there you go, right? Poor fish, right? Never mind, fish. It's okay. We'll be all right, fish. Don't you worry. Okay. But like, yeah, I'm hearing like someone gets very offended. They come at these people and listen, we're going to point out all these mistakes that you're doing with your channel and all of these things that you're doing wrong because you have one and we don't. We don't like what you do or say. Well, fuck off and don't watch it. Right? Don't watch it. Why people watch things that annoy them, I've got no idea, because I reckon that everybody fucking would annoy you. You know, that's what I'm saying. You know, there's such an annoyed energy here at the moment, Sagittarius, and trust me, it's just like your bipolar stuff, right? It's just, you know, it's what humans go through, right? Is a lot of like, right, that. So, show me what is going on with Sagittarius at the moment, please, for the last part of June. Okay, the moon, your mum. That's what's going on. That's what I'm saying. What's going on? What's going on with the moon? I've got no idea what is going on with my parents at the moment, man. I have got absolutely no idea because they could be batshit crazy. I'm just saying, you know, don't take offence. I can assure some of you are. Well, this person definitely would have used to say it, and you probably did. This is where you normally come out and you say, listen, you're a NARC, right? And the person took an offence to it because they pushed your buttons to get a response that they didn't like. And that's straight out. That's no chaser, bruv. That's from my mouth and not from my arsehole. Is that somebody pretty much, you know, they forced a response out of you and they got what they didn't like. Right? So that's normally when a NARC can do that, is that if you're very quiet and you're very reserved, you're like, oh, I'm just a fish, and this could be a fish, right? But I'm just a fish, and I'm just kind of like doing my own thing, okay? And I'm just like, blah, 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 I was going through life, and then all of a sudden you come home into 1 in 7 up to your house, and you're like, right, buh, where have you been all night, you dirty stop out? Where have you been? You should have been back on time. And you're like, fuck, bruv, there's no good talking to me like that. Unless they're like 4 or 5, well, a 4 or 5-year-old ain't going to be going out on their own, are they? So this is normally when a husband or a wife has a go at the person for being late back from work, or late with like their period. Ooh, okay, hopefully not. Don't go and have any children, for God's sake. But like, I mean, you're late. It's like, what? It's like, why are you so early, or why are you so late? What the fuck does that matter, bro? What does that matter? It's like, it's none of your business why I'm home late. I don't know, because the sky turned blue? I mean, what, you know? And they're like, well, I'm going to ask you a load of questions. You're like, oh, bro, this is not the Spanish Inquisition. It's none of your goddamn business. Keep your nose out, is what I'm hearing. So, keep your nose out. Keep your nose out of my business, right? If you don't like it, then why are you here? Well, I am here, that's why, and I want to know where you've been. Bro, I don't know, to the fucking moon? I've been to the moon. Just say that one, Sagittarius. Just tell people, like, where have you been? To the moon. Have you? What, you been funny? No, I've just been to the moon, bruv. Have you? No, of course I fucking haven't. Well, then piss off. This is what I can hear. Right? So what you've got is a 9. So you've got kind of like, the book will say, well, it says Pisces, the book does, but like Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces can be, but it can also be involving a 9, which is a Virgo. Okay, Virgo. Whichever way it is, it doesn't matter. It's coming up as control, right? It's coming up as a controlling mum. Okay. Now, if you are a mum, you do whatever you like, boo. I don't mind what you do with your children. I really don't mind. So don't take an offence with me. Right? But I'm sorry, like when I'm talking, I'm physically still channeling. Okay. So I just need to let you guys know that. But I'm hearing like, well, fuck, I don't really care, bruv. Just leave me alone. I'm really not bothered. You do what you want, but do not come at me like a rare kin ball Taurus / Sagittarius. Right? Just don't push my buttons, because if you do, you're going to get a side of me that you don't like, and is why you could be dealing with like Virgo, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. Okay, those numbers. Okay. Show me what's going on with Sagittarius, please. What's going on with Sagittarius? So basically, somebody has taught you to be quiet. Now you are quiet. They're now setting off a whole new world of cycle of pretty much wondering how long is it going to be of a piece of string before we start speaking again. Right? So you are now entered the twilight zone, basically, of going through the same cycle with the same person again. And this is why this has to be a family related thing. Has to be. Okay. Is this your love life? Is this your marriage? Right? If it isn't, you're like, no, Steve, my relationship's going all right at the moment. There you go. Your karma is about your mum. Here. Okay. Or your son. Or your daughter. Whichever way, you both think each other is batshit crazy. Just putting that straight out there. Okay. If not, and it isn't, then it's people around you. It's people around you. Okay. And you're going to see it as if it's them, and they're going to see it as if it's you. Okay. Let's see. Sagittarius, what's going on with Sagittarius, please? Sagittarius / Taurus. So you're dealing with like an Aquarian / Leo, okay? 8, okay? But like, oh, I'm sorry I'm late. Oh, hi honey, I'm home. That's all right. What's been going on with your mum? Really, do we have to talk about that? Can we... This is where you go out and you see somebody, right? You go out and you meet someone and they say, oh, you're right, how's your mum? And you're like, just, don't mention that. Or like, you know, someone saying, you're right, how's, and the last thing that you want this person to speak about, they do. And you're like, oh man, y'all brought up that word, right? That's code word, bro. This is my mate Mike. It's bro code, bruv. Don't tell the missus that I've gone out and done something. No, bruv. You just fucking leave me alone, right? This is somebody that's saying, look, mum's the word. Don't say anything, right? But I've got something to tell you. And you're like, I'm just going to blame it on Steve and say, listen, Steve, I've got something to tell you, bruv, right? Listen, right? My missus says something, blah, blah, blah. I've been with you all night, right? Have you? Like, no, you're lying, bro. It's like, yeah, but just don't tell them, right? I've been out. Oh, yeah? Where have you been? Okay, and then they come to me and say, have you seen my husband? Where have they been? To the moon. I think they're on the moon. Don't say no. I think they're on the moon somewhere. Right? That would be me. But like, yeah, I keep picking up that someone says, look, it's bro code, bruv. It's between me and you. It's between me and you and nobody else. Shh, be quiet. Don't say anything. Just between me and you. Okay? That's what I keep, alchemy and you. There you go. But like, shh, be quiet. It's between me and you. Please do not say this. It's all right, Natalie. I won't say anything. Sorry. But like, so like, listen, it's between me and you. Okay? It's between me and you. Anyway, what is going on? Sagittarius. So what is going on in, well, it's like, well, I'm hopeful to get away, really. I'm hopeful that one day I will get away from Wendy or Janai. But like, one day I will get away. But like, meanwhile, in the, oh man, I hope a lot of you have listened to like Ice Cube. One day, but like in the something part of the city, but like yeah, in the city, something to do within the city. Someone's messing someone's thing up, but like in the city, okay. But yeah, you could live in a city, okay. But settee, I'm also picking up settee. So Sophie, a sofa, or a settee. I'm going to go and pick up a new sofa or a new settee, okay. But Sophie Alexander. I keep picking up Alexander or Alexander. Aaron, or Alexanderan, Zandran, Zeus, but Sandra, Sandra, you alright, Sandra? But like or Chantel, you alright there, Chantel? I mean, you're dealing with someone from Britain. You alright, Chantel? But like, Polly-vous anglais, Derek. You alright there, son? How you getting on, bruv? You alright? Yeah, no? Polly-vous anglais? Yeah? Mange too, Rodders. Mange too. But somebody that messes up the French, there you go, the French accent. So you could be from France. Polly-vous anglais, mange too, Rodders? You right there, Derek? Sagittarius, where enough is your reading going? I've got no idea, bruv. There you go, there's Elijah. Go away with that one. This is where, like, well, it's only my mum that ever really laughs at that. Yeah, I bet she does, and I bet she's the only one. Right? But this is me. Yeah, go away with it. I don't want to know about your no idea. It's like, listen, I've got an idea. Like, no, I'm not bothered about your idea, bruv. What is that? I've got an idea what we can do. What's that? Well, you better tell me then, quick. Because I'm hearing like, well, it's going, it's the fastest cake on earth, it's scone. It's a scone. So it could be Scott, okay, Scott, the name's Scott. Scotland, also from Scotland. Icarus, or Divine, whatever you're, Divine living in the UK, but there's someone else as well from Scotland. I haven't seen you around for a while. From Scotland. I'm also hearing, Woy man. Scouser, Scouse. She's electric. She got a family full of eccentrics. Well, you're going to have, if you have an Aquarian in your chart, your family's going to be batshit crazy. Full of eccentrics. Aquarius are eccentric to the nines, bruv. That is an Aquarian. Eccentric. They come across as eccentric. Okay. Well, like Alexander, I keep hearing Helen. The name Helen. Anyway, Sagittarius, show me the other person connected with Sagittarius, please. Show me the other person connected with Sagittarius. Ooh, they're straight. There you go. Swordfish. Listen, you're a traitor. No, we're not. Trainer. You're a trainer. Are you a trainer? I don't know. Am I a trainer? I don't know. Some people say I am. Some people say, Steve, in 1 minute you're saying this and you're saying that. I don't know. Don't believe me. Do whatever you like, bruv. Do whatever you like. They're just stories. Listen, I am a storyteller. Okay? I just give visions. Don't have to believe them, right? But it's up to you. But I'm hearing story. It's like, oh, tell me a story, Jack and Ori. What now? Jackie, Julian, Jason, Justin, Jasmine. It's like, what now? It's something's wrong. It's like, what's wrong with the Pisces? Why are they not paying any attention to me? Why do they not give a shit? Because they don't, bruv. Because it makes them feel stuck. Like, look, I ain't going to be stuck right in the middle of all of this, bruv. I don't want in, I want out, right? I don't want a part of this anymore. I don't want in this crap, I want out of this crap, right? I want out of this hell, right? So you're like, listen, fish, why are you just sort of like elevating in the air? I don't know, but man, you old turn me down. It's like, I'm sorry, but you always turn me down. Yeah, I'm sorry, that's why, right? It's because it's why it's upside down. Somebody turned someone up, turn me on. It's the song that came out for another one. Like a river, under the rain, I'm just waiting for you to come on home. Just waiting for you to come on home so I can control you, fish. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Through your channel messages it was. It's someone waits for someone's return. When they return, they wait for them to control them. That's what I'm saying. They wait. It's like an instigator, right? They can go about their merry little way and be on their own and everything else and very quiet and reserved and blah, blah, blah. The other person can be very alone and quiet and all that sort of stuff. And they wait for a person to return home. When they do, they have an instigating energy of controlling them. Right? They have an instigating energy, because I've learned about that myself by being in one. It doesn't have to be a relationship. It can be a person that comes across a certain way, but when they get home, they control a person. Okay, they control a person. So be very wary of those energies if you're dealing with like parents and stuff like that. Okay, is that they can wait for you to come home in order to be able to control you to do all of this. Okay, now they can't understand why you do not want a part of it. Why I do not want to be a part of this is because I do not like fighting. Who does? Because this was Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee was a Sagittarius, but he was a 7. Okay, could have had placements of Pisces, but the art of fighting without fighting is what I used to learn when I did Wing Chun. Okay, the art of fighting without fighting. When you don't fight, people want to fight. This is why it is a fight or flight energy that doesn't stay around for blame. Okay, so it can be blamed all of the time. I am a fish, but in the 4th, I am also a fish. Okay, so in my 4th house, that shows me loads of narcissism and control through that. Loads. That's why I make my own music. Okay, because it also states music. Okay, so for me, that means a lot of control. Any of you know about astrology of Pisces in the 4th house? Okay, study that one and see how much karma you would have within that. Okay, as a child, been gaslit, narcissism my whole life, or just everywhere I go, I just get controlled. Okay, so this energy is kind of like, I don't want a part of it. I don't want to be controlled. Okay, but it's that frayed knot. You know, a frayed knot is what is keeping this person stuck. It's like, I'm sorry, but I'm afraid not. You know, I'm not going to participate in energies that are going to control me. I want people to come at me left, right and centre and make me feel as if I'm accountable for my actions. I'm trying to unstick myself from this situation and not be involved. I don't want to be around it. Okay, that's why I'm not around it. Right, I'm not around this tree anymore. Right, I don't want to be a part of this trio. That's why it's a 3. I do not want to be a part of this triangle of doom. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so if you don't know where these placements are, like I said, very, 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 very important. It's a video provided below. Comes up on the end screen also. Life path number, your life path number, their life path number. Add them together, what do you come up with? Get that number to find the major arcana card. Duplicate it down to find this 3rd number. It's this 3rd number that you want to look for. That would be your trine. That would be your, I don't care if anyone's done this or not. I ain't copied it, I just came up with it through the code that I break. Okay, to me it's a karmic debt number. Doesn't come up on, as far as I know, on any app or anything. It's how you can find your karmic star sign debt number. Okay, so your star sign will relate to a number. It's how we speak, it's how we communicate. That's why I picked this up. That's what astrology means. Well, that's what tarot card means. We think we crunch numbers all of the time and we go over it daily, expressing all of these numbers to one another. When you throw shade at people and a number at someone, because, well, I don't compute, bruv. I've got no idea of those numbers that you're throwing at me. I don't understand it. You know, what do you want? Right? So when you throw numbers at people, they get confused and they're like, man, I don't understand how you're speaking. Like, do not speak to me like that. Do not talk to me like that. Do not make me feel as if you look down on me, bruv. Okay, because I'll just look up and I'll rise above it. Okay, I rise above it, take no notice of you whatsoever. So the more you do, the more it confuses this energy then. Okay. So it might be involving children, grandchildren, mothers, your whole karmic cycle. Okay. Michael, keep hearing Michael. I do not want a part of it. So Sagittarius is partner, show me Sagittarius. But like I say, when I say partner, I mean people. Okay? Just like he said on that film, Schmelting. But like people. Right? Gold member. Oh, do you want to be a gold member? You can be a member. Some of you opened up your memberships. Membership. Fellowship membership. Okay. The fellowship. Fellow. For he's a jolly good fellow. For he's a jolly good fellow. Joy. Jay. Joyce. Jenny. Joyce. Rejoice. Rejuvenate. Juvenile delinquent is also what I'm hearing. Someone that's Jewish or Juju, or someone's into voodoo. Who gives a shit? It doesn't work. Let them do whatever they like. Okay, but like I'm hearing someone that's Jewish also, yeah. Don't worry about people that say they do voodoo. Don't worry about it. Let them do whatever they want. Right? Don't lose your mind. For God's sake, your awakening will take over. Let's see. Show me the other person. So you got Gemini / Capricorn, or Capricorn / Gemini, right? So you've got this devil within you here, the devil child. Listen, you've got the devil in you. That's why I made that. You've got the devil in you, child. Of course I have, because I am a fish and I am a Gemini moon / Capricorn. Okay, in my head. So yeah. There's a lot of those energies here where it's kind of like, listen, I ain't listening to all of that shit in my head, right? I do not want that around me. I do not want to be a part of this trine. I do not want to be a part of this circle, of this group, okay? So there's something that's going on here, something that is going on here, okay? Someone's got a right beef on this side here with like a Capricorn, Gemini, or Piscean, okay? There's toxicity around Pisces, or even around Capricorn / Gemini. But yeah, there's toxicity. I'm also hearing Chinese whispers, or China in my hands. Someone that's from China, my old China. I'm hearing my old China. Someone's going through their China, like physical, like looking at their plates and they collect China. Okay, I'm also hearing what's his name? That your old president, Bush, not Bush. Shit, no, like well, it might be Trump. Because I'm hearing China, 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 China. Trainer, Tarina, Tarico, Tracy, Trainer. This person might be a personal trainer, maybe a personal trainer, okay, or a life coach, but like a trainer, okay. Yeah, a physical like life. Well, they're saying life coach. This person's a life coach, but something to do with around an actual like fitness instructor. Okay, fitness instructor, someone that does it for like cycling, biking, at the gym. Okay, that might be a Jim, Julia, Jason, Justin, Jasmine, but like a trainer. But it wouldn't be a life coach. Okay, I don't know. That's probably what set all this off. Maybe, I don't know, but something like that. Capricorns love being life coaches. Just throwing that one out there. Okay, but whichever way it is, I don't know. There's some kind of like very mixed energy here. Okay. But you know, the majority of people that all started tarot years ago, everybody said life coach, life coach, life coach, life coach, life coach. I am not a life coach. I tell stories, right? I do coach people in certain ways, but you don't have to listen to me. I've not got your life in my hands, right? I'm going to teach you about life. You'll know that by experiencing it yourself. Okay, but a lot of people that first start off, they all say I'm a life coach, and it started off many fucking years ago, many years ago. Everybody used to say I am a tarot card reader, life coach. Everybody, and they all just copied each other. Everybody, every single tarot reader, pretty much just copied everybody. Okay, yeah, and then through your visions, they change. Okay, my visions change all of the time. When I did 9 Reasons Why, I ain't got belief to that. It's just a story. I did say within it, I said it's not a given fact, it's just a story. Physically just a story. Okay, that is not life coaching. When I do videos like that, it's not classed as life coaching. That doesn't mean that you have to take things personally or anything like that. Okay, you can do whatever you like. It's just me expressing a vision. It's just a visionary person that can express a story. Does not mean it's going to, like when I did Heaven and Hell. There could well be heaven or hell. I don't know, I haven't been to either. Okay, but my visions at certain points will just show me a load of shit in my head because I'm awake. Because I will express those and think, man, that's an interesting subject. So I'm just going to make a video. That does not mean that any video that you watch is true. Okay, so because you've got this true, false, true, false, false, true, false, false, true, false, false, truth, true, false, false, true. Like a very strange energy. I mean, is it true? Is it false? Is it true? Is it false? Did they really? Did they not? Did they really? Did they not? Like this is a Gemini / Capricorn of what they do within their own head. Okay. Get very confused with the devil and the angel radio, but like devil and the angel, that's why I call it angel radio. Okay. But like the devil and the angel on their head or in their selves of Gemini / Capricorn, they'll get very confused, very pissed off, very frustrated with energies of like hearing too many voices. Okay, so it can be an enemy, sleeping with the enemy. I'm hearing too many bad things about you. I've heard too much bad things, too many bad thoughts, too many bad memories. Okay, hearing it within oneself also. I'm starting to hear loads of bad compliments, bad things, very bad things is what I'm hearing. I'm hearing bad things about you, Michael or Jackson or Jackie, Julian, Jason, Justin. But like I'm hearing some very bad things about you. That's what I'm saying. Somebody could be spreading rumours or I don't know, or feel as if they are. Or it's set off metaphysically. Who knows? Who cares, right? But two of the same, you see. These people could be the same person, but two of the same, cut from the same cloth. That's why Gemini and Capricorn are roughly set from the same cloth, because of anything that is also biblical. It was infected by the devil, the Garden of Eden, the apple, blah, 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 set off a chain of Garden of Eden of Gemini / Capricorn. Okay, so it's a lot of like devil, angel, like, man, what am I hearing? Like devil radio or angel radio, you might be the producer of it. But like, you know, this kind of thing, like a lot of negativity but positivity, but negativity but positivity. And it might be all fed to an energy about positive, negative, positive, negative, positive, negative, positive, negative. Okay. Trust me, it's confusing being those energies. Gemini, Capricorn, because it is. I have it in my moon. I also have it in Mars, which makes it saprophilia. I can get very bored very quickly with people because I can only mentally and physically stimulate my. That sounds weird, but like anything in life, I can only really find enjoyment myself. I can't get that enjoyment from people. Okay, I really can't. I can only do it my way, okay? And I get very bored and frustrated because my way is my way, because of the intelligence that a Gemini can have, can be very confusing for other people, okay? Very confusing for other people as a Gemini altogether, okay? But me, because of saprophilia, of also having it in Mars, is that I can get a load of info and stuff like that, but I will 100% stick by my word and say that that's, you know, okay? But like when it comes to conversation and things like that, I can get very, very flaky and very bored very quickly because I can only mentally stimulate myself. I can only find enjoyment by doing something that I enjoy. And if I don't, and that's not people, I lose interest very quickly, okay? Lose interest very quickly. And like I was saying, it's that energy. Okay, so we're going to come up and see what you've got. But that's your tarot reading so far, okay? bit of info, bit of information, bit of a laugh, bit of a giggle. If you want to get serious, this is where it only goes to the full access bundle. Okay, it helps me out with the channel. Any like, share, comment, but any subscription or anything, super chat, joining Patreon, all helps me do this for everybody as well. Okay, so if you want to join, it's only the full access bundle, but I will continue to do you and them. Okay, see what we got coming up. You can interchange it or swap it, but we're going to come up with a story and see what you've got for the last part of your June, and then obviously I'm going to start doing the July monthlies after that. But if you want to join, the video tells you all about it below before you join, and if you just want to go straight over there, it's the full access bundle over on Patreon. Okay, thanks very much, Sagittarius. I really do appreciate your time, and I'll see you soon.